Hey folks, welcome back. It's me Narendra. Today we are going to learn about Python numbers. So let's begin. As we discussed in our previous video, there we discussed about Python data types, right? In that we discussed about numerical types. What we discussed: integers, floats, and complex. So these are the numerical types, right? So we are going to discuss about them in depth. So here you can see this is a integer type. If the value is having decimals, no, so decimal means here 2 point something. If there is 2.0, that is also a float. Okay, so here you can see when a number is having an imaginary part, right, that is called complex number. So I'm just going to run them. Here you can see I'm just going to use this type function which we discussed in our previous video. With the type function you will get the data type of that particular variable. As you can see, first one is of type integer, second one is of type float, and third one is of type complex. Here you can see we are discussing about specific integer. So you can just call it as int or integer. Is a whole number, positive or negative, without decimals, of unlimited length. So here you can see this is an integer, this is also an integer. If the number is in negative, that is also an integer, but it should not have decimals. So I'm just going to run them. As you can see, now we are going to discuss about float. Float or floating point number is a number, positive or negative, containing one or more decimals. So here you can see this is a decimal, this is also a decimal, this is also a decimal. I'm just going to run this thing so that you can see. So here you can see float can also be scientific number with an e to indicate the power of 10. So here you can see what we can do. We can just put e here. So e to the power of something means 10 to the power of something, like e power 3 means 10 power 3, e power 4 means 10 power 4. So you can write e with the lowercase or e with the uppercase, no problem. So these all are the float numbers. These all are of type float. Now we are going to discuss about complex. Complex numbers are written with a j as a imaginary part. So this is an imaginary part as we discussed in our previous video also. So here you can see 3 plus 5j, a plus bi, like that, a plus bi we used to do in our school days, right, in maths. So the same thing here also. So these all are complex numbers, and I hope you understood what is Python numbers, and these are the examples of Python numbers, and you can do your practice. And that's it for now. Meet you in next video. Till then, bye bye.